and welcome to Grade Gov News. Today we're going to talk about Congress adjourning for the election cycle. That's right, Congress is already out of session. They adjourned last night. The Senate went out last night early, actually the wee hours of Saturday morning, and they're not coming back till November 13th. This is the earliest that Congress has adjourned for the elections since 1960. What did they leave on the table? Boy, they left a lot on the table. You've got the fiscal cliff issues. They're going to have to deal with those in November. And what they're going to do when they come back November 13th is re-elect or elect their leadership for the 113th Congress, the next Congress, and then they'll go out for Thanksgiving and come back after Thanksgiving, hopefully dealing with a lot of things they left on the plate. As I said, the fiscal cliff issues. Those issues will be looming large by the time they get back in session at the end of November after the November elections. You have the Bush tax cuts. These, of course, are the tax deductions that you and I have been enjoying really since 2001. How about the Defense Authorization Bill? This is an authorization bill that authorizes all of the programs within the Department of Defense. Congress has done a Department of Defense authorization bill for the last 51 years, but they haven't done one this year. So I hope they can get that done in the November or December timeframe. What did they do before they went out? At least they funded our federal government. That's right, the Senate and the House did pass what they call a continuing resolution. And this is a marrying together, if you will, cobbling together all 12 of the annual appropriations bills that fund all of the agencies, all of our federal government agencies. You know what? This is a hugely, hugely important job. And in 2010, Congress completely blew this off. This is when Nancy Pelosi and Harry Reid ran Congress. They didn't do a single appropriations bill, and that is the same for this Congress. You know, this is such a big deal that this responsibility is in our U.S. Constitution. Article 1, Section 9 of the Constitution says that no monies shall be spent out of our Treasury unless they are appropriated by our Congress. Take a look at it, read it. And you know, the Congress back in the 1860s, they thought it was such a big deal, that it was so important, that they created a special appropriations committee that was going to do and does nothing but deal with these appropriations bills. All 12 of them. And every summer, every spring, except for 2010 and now 2012, going back to 1867, Congresses of the United States have debated, passed, amended all 12 of these appropriations bills at some point or another. You know, what if you wanted your member of Congress to address the funding for maybe Fast and Furious, that program? Your member of Congress didn't have that opportunity. Your senator didn't have that opportunity because the Senate didn't take up that bill. What if you wanted your senator maybe to address the energy tax credits? How about those Solyndra green energy programs? Your senator didn't have an opportunity to debate that, offer an amendment to maybe cut that program. They were all cobbled together in one big continuing resolution, and that's what the House and the Senate ended up doing before they went out last night for the November elections. So you're going to hear in the coming weeks between now and the elections how Congress is broke. It's broken. It's dysfunctional. We have the greatest representative body in the world. Congress isn't broken. Our legislature isn't broken. The Senate isn't broken. The House isn't broken. The members that serve there are broken. Keep that in mind when you hear it in the next couple of weeks, and we'll talk more about this in the coming weeks. In the meantime, have a wonderful, wonderful, great, blessed week. Don't forget, listen to Grade Gov Radio. It's on the radio tab on the homepage, and in the meantime, stay tuned.